Hey everyone, welcome to Noo Bear. I run an online social event through my Facebook group Noo Bear Tatting, and at our recent catch up, some of the tatters were saying how they find it tricky to use a gauge to add picots to the second side of split rings. I was thinking about this later, which also led me to wonder if they have the same problem with split chains. The first thing I'm going to say is yes, you can just eyeball your picots, but we all know I'm a gauge girl, so today I'm going to show you how I use a gauge to put picots into the second side of split rings and split chains. Maybe my method will work for you too. Okay, so there are links down below for anyone who needs help with how to make a split ring or a split chain. Today's video is just about putting picots onto the second side. I've worked the first side of my ring and the first 2 stitches on the second side. Notice the tension I have on the thread that's around my hand. Stitches on the second side are wrapped, not flipped, so this thread is kept taut as I work. Because this thread is taut, these stitches are held firmly against my pointer finger. They're not going to move. The first 2 stitches and my core thread are totally supported by my pointer finger. That allows me to position my gauge, hold it with my thumb, and work my picot. You can see that's a little bit loose, so I'll pull that up, adjust it before I pull in the second half of my stitch. If that's a little bit tricky, position your gauge, work the second half, leave it really loose, work the first half, leave it loose as well, drop your shuttle, and now pull your stitches up. We can close our ring. If that doesn't work for you, give this one a try. Work the first side of your split ring as normal, drop shuttle 1, take the loop off your hand, turn it over and place it back on your hand. The second side of the split ring now sits on the top, making it easier for us to work, but it's still the second side, so we need to work it the same way as if it were on the bottom. We need to wrap our stitches instead of flipping them, and we need to work second half followed by the first half. We can still adjust our loop if we need to, we just have to remember that our loop is upside down. So to adjust it, we need to pull from the top. Pulling on this thread isn't going to do anything except maybe give you a knot. So again, the loop is nice and tight around my hand. The stitches are supported by my pointer finger. Pop your gauge in. Because I'm working from the top, my gauge isn't going to fall out. I can pull up each half if I don't loop it around my finger as I go. If that's still a little tricky, you can still work your stitches loosely and then firm them up. Turn your ring back over and use shuttle 1 to pull it closed. I basically work split chains the same way. I'm just continuing on from the split ring that we've made so that I have something to anchor my chain to. I've worked the first half of the chain and the first 3 stitches of the second half. We're now ready for our picot. So I'm going to work my stitch loosely. My picot, or my gauge, needs to go up against the last stitch in my chain. So it's going in here, and I can pull each half of my stitch up. And that's it. I hope it helps. See you next time.